And it is now my honor to introduce the person I was looking at. The rec student speaker, Brad Knauber.
Thank you, Dugan. I was gonna wear a fake mustache today, but the tape wouldn't stick, so that was gonna be really good. Thanks for everyone for coming. It's really good to see you all here today. I'm really excited for all of us graduating today. I believe I can speak for the whole class in saying that we are really good at what we do. When you start in the recording program at MMI, you're not really sure what you're good at, but as the 4 semesters that you're here go on, which seem to happen very quickly, you get a better idea. It might be tracking, it might be mixing, it might be post-production, it might be any combination of those things. It's really cool to see everyone being good at all the different parts of recording. We're like some sort of super team. We're not as big as a lot of colleges, and we don't live in dorms, and we might only see each other for a couple of hours a day, but we are really good friends with each other. I think that's because of the music, actually. Before you start classes here, you might be the only one in your group of friends that's really into music and likes to make music and stuff, but when you come to MMI, everyone is like that, and it's a really cool atmosphere to be in, and everyone's so passionate about music. It's a great atmosphere, and I'm not just talking about the mood lighting, but one of my favorite parts about MMI was going into the studios really late at night and just making music with my friends, and using all the new techniques that the teachers showed me, like EQing and compression, which I had no idea what those things were before I started at MMI. But luckily, we have awesome, patient teachers here who are excited to show us. They really are great. They take their time to show us things that they took years to learn, like Dugan was saying, and they show it to us in about a year, as best as they can, which is really great. You know, speaking of teachers, you know, I had Dugan as a teacher, and he would always say, "Hey, gang," and we would watch those classic videos where Alan Parsons tries to explain mixing with his voice like this. That's what I really remember. Or in Jaeger's class, when we had electronic musicianship, and we would listen to everyone's projects, and it would be like this. Yeah, yeah. So that's my best Jaeger impression. And Snowman, where he would just shout out a random frequency that's bothering him, and it would always make it sound better, and I have no idea how he does that. So I have to give it up for the lab staff. They do a good amount of teaching themselves when you don't know which mic to put on your kick drum or your overheads or stuff like that. And they fixed my I.O. setup like a million times in Studio B, so I'm really grateful for that. But now we're all graduated, and we don't have anyone to tell us what's wrong with our mixes or fix our I.O. setup anymore, but we are prepared for that. Everyone at MMI does their best to get you out into the real world and to get an awesome job doing what you really like to do. I'm so excited to see what everyone is going to do after this. We're all going to make really beautiful things, and then I'll be able to say, oh yeah, I went to school with that person. Not a really big deal. I'm really glad that I went to this school, and I'm really glad that all of you went to this school as well. I do realize one thing is that I left out all the cheesy quotes in my speech, so I'm just going to go through those right now, if that's okay. Reach for the stars. Follow your dreams. Be a leader. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Be a go-getter. If you do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Dare to dream. Kindness goes a long way. Follow your heart. You miss 100% of the shots you never take. I'm not even close to done, so. If you shoot for the stars, you might just become a moon. I made that one up. Get your foot in the door, and it just may bounce off of your foot and swing back open. Go the extra mile. Be organized. Work hard, but have fun. Don't judge someone until you've put their shoes on. An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. Winning isn't everything. Anyone who has made a mistake has never tried anything new. Am I right? If you can dream it, you can do it. Nothing is impossible. Be yourself. It's what's on the inside that counts. Fortune favors the brave. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Hope for the best, pray for the worst. A 1,000-mile journey begins with a single step. The higher you fall, the higher you bounce. And the best way to predict the future is to create it. Thank you very much.